I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. For the majority of my life, from 4 years old to 15 years old, I used to be a heavy soccer player. Soccer, football, soccer, kick the ball with your feet. That's the type of story I'm talking about. I used to be a heavy soccer player, and I'm telling you something right now, bro. I was actually kind of good. I was mostly striker and what's it called, center back. So actually, my stamina was really good. I was one of the fastest players on the team. The coaches were most of the time were cheering for me. So yay, validation. But something changed when I first got into self improvement. And bro, I'm telling you, I have this whole wall in the living room of just my soccer trophies and pictures of all the pictures I take after the seasons of me literally progressing as a child with all these fucking different teams. And when I first got onto self improvement and I first started to start writing down shit, start journaling, give my brain more time to think. When I first started doing all that shit, something clicked. I kind of hit a realization, and it kind of hit me, and it was really awful because I realized, fuck, that's actually kind of hard. I didn't want to play football, soccer. Jesus. All right, I'm sticking straight to soccer for the rest of this video. I didn't want to play soccer. For the rest of the season, I did not want to play. I just didn't have the calling towards it. I just didn't want to. So whilst I'm sat there with that realization, I'm thinking to myself, wait, hang on. I don't want to play soccer, but all these other people have been recommending me to. All these other people have all these perceptions of me. AJ, you're such a good soccer player. You should stay in soccer. You're such a good soccer player. You're such a good soccer player. And I'm like, thank you for your validation, for your compliments. Yeah, thank you. But internally, I'm thinking, I don't want to keep playing, bro. So now I'm forced with literally two options. I'm forced with two options. Stay in soccer and pretty much internally not like it, but just stay in it for what other people think, or have this uncomfortable long ass conversation with either my coach or my parents about my decision to stop playing soccer for who knows how long. I was torn between these two decisions, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I debated it for a whole month. It took me a full month to debate these two options right here, because I was really thinking, do I really? Maybe I could just keep them going happy. I just keep them going happy. I could just do the uncomfortable and actually go up and speak to them and tell them something about me that I've been hiding for the past month and a half. I could either do this one, this uncomfortable, discouraging one, or this one, this kind of easy but mentally turmoiling one. The thing I didn't realize at the time was that this one, stay in the sport and hopefully people will still like you, this one was fear. I kept this belief in my mind because I had the fear of what everyone else would think of me as soon as I quit playing. I didn't want that fear to go out. I didn't want other people, and that's not that. That's not what I meant. Let me rephrase that. I didn't want other people to have their perceptions of me be destroyed. Me as this great soccer player. I didn't want that. But at the same time, I didn't want to live a life of like, what was it called? Misery, yeah. So, I had the uncomfortable 30-minute conversation with my mom, and I told her I wanted to be pulled out of soccer. Told her I didn't want to continue this season, that I'll just figure out something, but it's just not for me right now. And she got so confused. She was like, huh? But you've been doing it since you were like 4 years old, AJ. Why would you quit? Something so crazy is that I actually never wanted to get into soccer. My father put that purpose onto me when I was like 4 or 5 years old because he liked to play the sport. And then naturally I just followed him without even realizing it. And it took me all the way up until I was 15 and had some conscious control to realize, wait, hang on a second, I don't actually want to play this. I don't actually want to do this. It took me 15 and a half. All the way up until I was 15, bro. What was that? 11 years. 11 full years of playing this fucking game for me to realize, oh yeah, I don't actually want to play this sport. I was only playing it because my dad did. And well, now that not only is he not in the home, but not only that, but because I've now gained some consciousness, I'm realizing, shit, A life of misery and unfulfillment is horrible, genuinely horrible. So I had to destroy this limiting belief inside my mind that, no, what people think about you is so important. Live your life doing the shit that will make you feel horrible. Live this life that will make you feel horrible for the sake of other people's perceptions. Yeah, fuck that. I had the uncomfortable conversation. My mom pulled me out. And it's weird because to get to this point, it was like I was fighting fucking demons just to get to this point of dropping out of soccer because of what everyone else thought of me. So now I need to ask you an uncomfortable ass question. Are you in this position where you're afraid of doing the self-improvement habits because whilst you're out in public, you're afraid of what the guy in front of you might be thinking of you? Is that you right now, bro? Is that? I can almost guarantee you it is. So, about like, give me a sec, I gotta think. January to February of this year, whilst I was in my Spanish class, I was thinking to myself, oh God, should I really journal? Because I don't want other people to see what I'm thinking whilst I'm journaling. That'll be weird. The kid sat next to me is like on his phone. The kid on my left is like, what was he even doing? I don't even remember. He was fucking scrolling around. Yeah, the kid behind me might be thinking about me. The kid in front of me might turn around, see me doing something weird, be like, AJ, what the fuck are you doing? I had all these limiting beliefs. I had all these reasons to just not journal because I was so afraid of what the person around me might be thinking. Until I decided to do baby steps, and until I decided to also learn something else about human psychology, and that is, the average person cares way too much about himself to care about what you're doing. He does not give a fuck if you're sat there literally reading a book. He does not care. Most people's attention spans are so horrible they couldn't even make it to this part of the video. So then why are you sat there worrying so much about what that motherfucker right in front of you is gonna do? Worst case scenario, he comes to you and he says, what are you writing? What are you journaling about? You say, I'm not telling you. Go fuck off. You say just like that. What's he gonna do? Miss Johnson, he's not letting me see his diary. Shut the fuck up. You sound stupid. Bro, you need to have this level of assertiveness in your mind where you can say no to other people trying to read your shit or trying to see what you're doing. Literally just say, I'm writing. Leave me alone. Fuck, actually, give me a second. I'm thinking of something. I just got something great in my mind. What did that girl say? Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. I remember this. Okay, so in March 2023 of this year, I was in my math class. And I remember I was journaling about something, some girl I was speaking to. Journaling, like writing it down. So here I am, just writing down bullshit in my journal. And because I'm in class, this really white girl, fucking redhead, blue eyes, freckles, white girl, white. She comes up to me and she's like, oh, what are you doing, AJ? And I'm like, I'm writing. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Bye. That's literally how the entire conversation went. She was just walking by in the classroom. She noticed I was like pen deep. I was fucking. She's like, what are you doing? As simple as possible, I just said, I'm writing. That's all. She's like, okay. Bro, people do not care about what you're doing. People do not care. So you need to destroy this fear in your mind that's been holding you back from. Jesus, it's a fucking fly here. You need to destroy that fear, that limiting belief that's in your mind that, people are gonna care about me so much, but people are gonna think this and that and that and this and that. How much do you actually value the other people's perceptions and beliefs about you? How much do you actually value that? How much do you value what the average basic dummy person thinks about you? Let's call them dummies, yeah. How much do you value what a normal dummy thinks about you? 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And I don't blame you, to be honest. I really don't blame you. We're humans, we're social creatures, we're supposed to follow the pack. When you didn't follow the pack, ooh, that's a real tough one. So I genuinely don't blame you for having this belief in your mind. I don't want to not do what everyone else is doing, because what everyone else is doing is kind of serene and calm and nice. And if I stay like the 99 percenters, then people won't question me because I'm just like the 99 percenters. You need to have this assertiveness in your mind, bro. I just said it like 5 minutes ago, but it's so fucking true. This assertiveness and beliefs in your mind that I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Whether or not you care, whether or not you hate me, whether or not you love me, whether or not X, Y, Z, I'm going to keep on doing this because I know for a fact not only is it fulfilling, but it's actually fucking helping me. So I'm going to keep doing it, whether or not you like it, whether or not you care. Worst case scenario, someone points at you and goes, "What are you doing?" That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, bro. No one's going to look at you and go, "Well, what are you doing? Why are you writing down your diary?" That shit only happens in fucking Pixar movies. Are you in a Disney movie? Are you? No. So then why the fuck are you sat there? You're anxious too. You're certainly anxious if you have this belief in your mind. You have this anxious. You have this anxiety look on your face. And I already discussed that in a previous video. The facial expressions that you have literally come from what you're thinking in your mind. And if you're thinking in your mind, "Oh, I'm so scared of what other people might think of me," it'll come across on your face. And you're just not going to look, you just won't really, that's like a side tangent, to be honest, but you just won't look that present or approachable. So you want to have this belief in your mind that, okay, who cares who passes by? I'm going to keep on writing this shit in my journal. And I just found another limiting belief. What if someone reads my journal and reads my diary and reads what I'm thinking about? How many people read books? Like, how many people do you know in your personal life read books? I'll sit here and I'll just cross my legs and just wait for you to answer. Give me an answer that's above 1, apart from your professor. Those people do not care what you're reading. First of all, they don't care what you're reading. Second of all, they can't read. Third of all, even if they did start reading what's in your journal, are you gonna let them? Are you gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I guess so. Just here you go. Here are all my thoughts. Here are what I truly think about the world." Are you gonna be that guy? I mean, like, you can be. Would it help you? Not really. Would it help you gain the social status you're looking for? I mean, saying no could help. Yeah, people see you as like this guy that's like, I'm a stoic. I don't care what you guys think. That might be okay. And if you have the belief of gaining social status, then, to be honest, I mean, I know a few things you could do to elevate your social status, but you got to be okay with saying no. You got to be okay with saying no, bro. So overall, destroy this limiting belief in your mind that other people care so much about what I'm doing. No, they do not. No, they don't. The average person is too busy thinking about, "Oh, what's the next TikTok short I can scroll next to because I hate my life when I'm not on TikTok." They don't care about you like that, bro. They're not that obsessed with you. How many times did you think about me throughout this, 28-hour period that I didn't record a video? 30 hour. Probably like 2, 3, 4 times. You're too busy thinking about yourself to even worry about me. So then, I need some fucking water. Jeez. So then why are you out here worried about what the other guy's thinking about you? Alright, well, if you made it this far, welcome to the bro section. I haven't done one of these in a fucking while. That's because most of the time I'm just like, hurry, record the video. Boom. Got it, send it. It's been a while since I've been able to just relax here and speak to you. Obviously, by this point, everyone else has clicked off. Nobody else cares anymore. Am I just speaking to myself now? Come on now. I'm not gonna lie to you. It actually took me a while to destroy this belief in my mind. To me, to get to the point where I was journaling in public actually took me a while to get to because I was just too close-minded. I was too worried about what everyone else is thinking. And then Well, it just kind of made sense because I kept on journaling by myself, like right here. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I heard this limiting belief. I need to get a journal, a whole ass journal from Amazon before I can start journaling. No, you don't. You literally just need any piece of paper in the entire fucking world. Any piece of paper. If you're telling me you don't have any access to a simple bit of lined paper, you're lying. Simple as that. You're just lying. You can journal with a simple piece of lined paper. You can journal with your fucking iPhone notes. You can journal on PC. There's almost no excuse. Unless you have absolutely zero access to technology. That's not an excuse. Marcus Aurelius had a journal. So, there's really no like excuse to not journal. Just write down your thoughts, bro. I swear, bro. It was really when I got to the basis of this limiting belief, where I was in class, there was nothing for me to do. I didn't want to go on my phone and start scrolling like everyone else was doing in the class. What the fuck? Jesus. Some sort of fly on the screen. I didn't want to be scrolling on my phone like everyone else in the classroom. So I was thinking to myself, oh God, should I pull out my journal and start writing? But I don't want people to start looking at me and start thinking I'm weird. And I genuinely had this mental turmoil in my mind for fucking weeks. Weeks would go by where I'd be sitting there thinking, in the fucking class thinking, oh man, I shouldn't be writing down about what I'm thinking because I'm scared of what the guy in front of me will be thinking. Bro, what? The guy in front of me has social anxiety. The guy in front of me is as scared of... He is so... fuck. The guy in front of me has literally like a level 1 in the scale of social skills. To think he would turn around and be like, AJ, what are you writing about? He would not do that. He wouldn't. So it took me a few weeks to go through this belief. And then I just did it. One day whilst actually, no. Sorry, I just lied to you. It was something else. I started reading in class first. I started reading books. And it was especially this one right here that I started reading in class. This is a book that will get you fucked if spread out into the general public. And I started reading this first one in class. And I swear I got through like 25 pages. Nobody cared. Everyone stayed stuck to their phone screen. See, this is what I'm telling you, bro. Nobody cares. Everyone is too stuck to their phone screen. I've been recording for a half hour now. Everyone's just like... It just blows my mind. Why would you even be scared of what other people think? People are just too attached to their technology to give a fuck about what's happening in the actual world. And then they see you doing something that's weird and they'll be like, why is he doing that? Someone asks you, why are you writing? Just say, I felt like it. They're just gonna walk away. I did this before. Last week someone actually asked me why I was writing. They were like, what are you writing about, Alex? What are you writing about? And I was like, none of your business, bro. I just like writing. They said, all right, see you later. I mean, maybe it's because I got that respect already. You gotta get respect. Oh my God, that was a fucking long ass one. Anyways, bro, hope you gained value from this video. If you want to see more, subscribe button. You know what to do. I'm gonna try punching the camera.